First card on deck is a jack. That will represent 10, right? And we'll superset it with the inverted rows. So here we go. Boy, that's a good pump. That's a good pump. What's up, Fran? Welcome to the chat. You got 10 on deck for the face card. Man, I feel pumped. Allison Bird, Mike L. What's up, guys? Layla, Alberto, Finch, Joe. How much pull-ups are you doing a day? We're gonna do 800 today. Here we go. Next, we're doing like 400 pull-ups, 400 inverted rows this morning, and then we'll do something similar this evening. 10 on deck. Nathan Goodman, what's up? John Conway says, looking chunky, Jesse. Yeah, I've been eating too much. Absolutely. We're getting close to the end of the month. You know, getting ready to fast again. Getting ready to fast again. Good pump. Oh man. Yeah, I just fast for 3 days. 3-day fast, but I'm thinking about doing a 3-day fast, rev it up, and then doing a 2-day every weekend. I'm thinking about it. I haven't put it in stone yet, but that's what I'm thinking. 4, trying to get as much growth hormone as possible. From the fasting period, stimulates your growth hormone. So trying to do Put a shirt on? Heck yeah, guys. Thanks for shouting out my sucker-free merch store. If you guys haven't put a shirt on yet, get over there. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate you. Put a shirt on. Wah, wah. There we go. 10 on deck. Man, what a good pump that is, huh? Sully, what's up? Allison. Hey, did Sandra Ford come in or did I miss her? She usually says hi. I must have missed her. If you're there, hello. Didn't mean to pass you up. 5 on deck. It's the next one. Yeah, I don't want to be rude. I want to make sure I say my good morning to everybody. Next, we have a face card that will be 10 on deck. You guys watch too much TV. That's what you do. Who's that? OG? OG, stop watching TV, man. OG says that's a gang member. So that's my reply. You watch too much TV. Here we go, here we go. It'll rot your brain. From Ohio. Good morning. Yeah, welcome to the show. It's never been gang affiliated. I ain't got time for that. And pretty much, guys, you know, that's just a thing you see on TV. That's not the case. Just because you go to jail doesn't mean, like, if you don't pay your taxes and they throw you in jail, are you going to join a gang? Is that going to happen? No, of course not. Regular people go to jail, right? And they do regular things. Here we go. Hey guys. Well, my lats are feeling pumped now. Here we go. 3 on deck. 3 on deck. Here we go with a face card. This will be 10 on deck. Yeah, buddy, we putting in the work. Drink your water. Drink your water. Are you from Alcatraz? No, of course not. Con Air. Oh yeah. The movies, right? Ten on deck is the next one. Let's see, you ain't scary, little bro. Jigsaw? Hey, why would you even think that to begin with? Right? Don't be scared. Here we go. 10 on deck. Usually it's the guys that have to say that they ain't scared that are, right? If you got to go out of your way to say it, I ain't scared. You know, it's on your mind at least. There we go. Some reason, my whole life, right? Guys have to prove their own manlyhood to themselves, and they like to use me, right? Somehow, some way in that, prove to themselves that they're a man. 9 on deck. So many times I would go to the bar as a younger man in my days when I used to drink, right? And some young dude, drunk out of his mind, would sit next to me just muttering to himself, I ain't no bitch, you know, I ain't no punk, right? Just out of nowhere, they'd come sit down next to me muttering that to themselves, right? Like, what about my appearance threatens your manlyhood, where you have to come out of nowhere, right? 9 on deck. So things happen, Bar fights are not fun. They're not to be idolized. It's stupid, right? But that was my younger days. Over and over again, somebody would have to try and prove something to themselves. Yeah. I could see you guys out here in the comments. You're doing the same thing right now. Just minding my business, you guys come out of nowhere, right? Well, I didn't start this battle, but I'll finish it. That's right. Next, we have an ace that will be 10 on deck. The topic of discussion today is the ego and how destructive it can be. The ego. can teach you a lot. It has taught me a lot, but it's also cost me a lot as well. No, listen, I'm here to teach people how to work out. People come out of the woodwork to be clowns and suckers, right? Here we go. I'm here with a purposeful purpose to better the next man, right? And we get these knuckleheads. These knuckleheads, man, I tell you, they're a class act. 10 on deck. All we're doing is working out. You guys all you want to talk about is prison, taking steroids, right? Anything besides what we're doing here, right? Learning what's inside here, how to be the best we can be, right? Everybody trying to learn everything else, but I mean, I'm a human being, so I'm bound to make mistakes. It's just the nature of the beast. Yeah. I'm here on this earth to make mistakes and learn from them. There we go. 10 on deck. Listen, I am not the body. No. This is just not unique. I am not unique, right? This is achievable for you. This is what I'm saying. 10 on deck. Let's see, because we were doing supersets. 10 and 10. I can do anything that I put my mind to it. I have no limitations. If I want to be good in drawing, I get good in drawing. If I want to get good at working out, I get good at working out. If I want to learn how to cook, then I'll learn how to cook. Right? I could do anything I put my mind to, right? 6 on deck. And so can you, right? So can you. Yeah. Listen, for real, I'm 185 pounds. Ain't nothing special. Ain't no super crazy build. Actually, I feel like I'm a bit overweight at the moment. Getting close to the end of the month. But that just drops off every time I fast. Yep. Everyday media is a kickboxer. 185 pounds, 6'3". Boy, good build. Good build right there. 10 on deck. I used to do karate, but that was when I was younger. It has nothing to do with, any skill today, right? I think it was more of like a daycare more than anything. You know what I mean? 10 on deck. My brother Justin Pollock, though, I know he don't look it, but he's really familiar with mixed martial arts. Yeah, he very familiar with mixed martial arts. He's very strong and surprising. Next, we have 4 on deck. I like to spar though. Me and my bro, I mean, we haven't sparred in a long time. Hey, I know that. Wildman Samurai, $10, man. Sucker free zone. Sup, everybody? Greetings, Wildman. Thanks for the channel support. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, tell you what. Definitely topic of discussion today, Wild Man, if you're just joining, is the ego. The things it has taught us and how destructive it can be. Hey, what's up? Naka. Yeah, Plaza. $1.99. Thank you so much. Welcome to the chat. Says you look like Nick Walker. Thanks. I'm not sure who that is, but I get the Green Goblin all the time. Yep. The William Dafoe. Appreciate you guys appreciating this content. Yeah. Got to drink out of glass, guys. Stop drinking out of plastic, right? 5 on deck. Pardon me. Next, we have a 10 on deck. Yeah, I'm drinking water and coffee. I like the little bit of extra weight around the ankles from the boots, you know? I know it's not much, but it feels nice. They have that. Deadhead, Grateful Dead. Is that the topic of conversation? Let's see. I think my screen froze. Totally did. I'm gonna have to get another phone. It froze on me. Can't see any of the comments coming through. I think Lori will bring us a phone. Lori, are you there? Can you bring me a phone so I could read the comments? My screen's all frozen. 10 on deck. Pardon me, guys. We got technical difficulties as my screen is frozen. Sweet. Thank you. Her eyes aren't even open yet. I think she just woke up. Boom. Here we go. Welcome, guys. Welcome back. Here we go. Sweet. Yeah, there's always a way around it, right? Screen freezes up, problems happen, we just take care of it as they come, right? Sweet. Let's see, question, how do I get back into shape? I gained about 100 pounds. If I'm honest, bump, bump, bump. And I don't know where to start. It's been about 7 years since I started working out again. I just wanted to drop the weight. Sweet. Early. Able. Sweet. My brother lost 75 pounds. He used to be overweight himself. My brother Justin Pollock, check out his channel. He was 245, 250 pounds, and he dropped about 75 to 100 pounds within like 2 month period, 3 month period, something like that. And all he did is just eat less of the food he was already eating and speed walking, right? He started walk until he'd elevate his heart rate enough where he'd get out of breath and he'd slow it back down and then pick it back up, as soon as you catch your breath, right? That's how he lost his first, 75 pounds. And now he's doing one-arm pull-ups, right? It's a big difference in body weight. Anything's possible. You just got to start. All right, let's continue. Next, we got 8 on deck. Followed by 7. Next, we have 3. Here we go. 2. Next, we got a 10 face card. Yeah, buddy. Feeling pretty pumped. Drink some water. Sweating's good. It's good to sweat. You know, when I was in the prison system, 4 on deck, and I used to eat those little packet of soups with the salt packets. My shirts would be covered in that salt packet sweat. You know, it'd be crazy. You know what I'm talking about, right? 4 on deck. Salt would come out your pores. It was all my eating habits. Yeah, I had to end all those packet soups. They're disgusting. 9 on deck. How can you keep going even when you're sad about everything? Stop focusing on all that sad stuff, right? Your energy goes where your focus flows, right? Energy flows where your focus goes. If you're focused on sad, stupid shit all the time, you're gonna have sucker attacks, right? That's where you're putting your energy, right? Energy flows where your focus goes, right? There we go, 9 on deck. I ain't got time for that sucker stuff, right? That sucker mentality, right? I ain't got time for it. I'm only about the positive. I focus on the positive, and that's where my energy goes. That's it. I ain't got time for the suckers. Sucker attacks, all the okey dokes. I ain't got time for the okey dokes. You know them okey dokes. Hey, we got to do this now because of this. Okey doke. No, your trick ain't no good. 9 on deck. Yeah. I love working out outside. I prefer to work out outside. 100%. We just ain't got no Wi-Fi. Let's see. This is the indicator card. We're halfway through the deck. We have 777 people watching at this moment. Hit that like button, would you guys? Support these free workouts. 10 on deck. Yeah, those drop sets will get you pumped, right? There you go. 5 on deck is the next one. Next, we have 4. I think my screen froze again. Yeah, there we go. Dun dun dun. How many hours a day do I exercise? Depends. It's usually like an hour and a half in the morning and then an hour and a half in the evening ish, right? Four on deck. Glass water bottle, no microplastics, absolutely. What's up? I am, sir, your comments are not coming through translated. I don't know if you're just trying to tell me something or not, but I just want to let you know. 8 on deck. Yeah, I try to. There's a lot of comments I can't read. I know we got a worldwide community, people from all over the world being positive, right? 8 on deck. Yeah, we got this common language, right? Physical fitness between one man and the next, right? It doesn't matter where we're from across the world. We know what time it is, right? 8 on deck. Three on deck. I got a dream where there will be a pull-up and dip bar on every corner. Right? Every corner. Across the nation. What a wonderful world that would be, huh? Dips and pull-ups everywhere you go. Just part of the day. Walk over to the bathroom, there's a pull-up bar in the doorway, right? There we go. Jack, 10 on deck. How to train muscles for pull-ups? Oh, that's a nice topic of discussion. Before I can do a pull-up, I had to do a whole bunch of these inverted rows. That's just the way I did it. I just did a whole bunch of those. And I got strong enough by doing those where I can do a pull-up. Jack, 10 on deck. What? You guys are crazy. I don't mess with any of that psyop stuff. I ain't gonna be giving them no shout outs as well. Isn't this the body type though? I mean, I think this is the ideal, shape, just the V, the prison shape. It's just a bunch of pull-ups and push-ups. That's all it is. Ain't nothing fancy, guys. We ain't doing nothing fancy here. That was my prison build. That's what I look like in prison, right? A bunch of rice and bread. That's why I look so puffy, right? Totally different, right? Look at that, shredded. Bam. 6 on deck. What am I doing? My apologies. Hey, what's up, guys? All the way from Siberia, how you doing? Right back at you from Ohio. How old am I? 43 years young. Let's see. Bam. Ace, that's going to be 10 on deck. Is the screen frozen again? It happens. Yep. There we go. I'm burping. Pardon me. It's that creatine I ingested. Hey, what's up? Thanks for this channel support. Wobbler, Cash, $4.99. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. 7 on deck. 7 on deck. Creatine's pretty awesome, guys. If you're not familiar with it, it's really improved the quality of my life. I ain't sponsored by nobody. I'm just telling you, I work out every day and it really helps. Overall, the aches and the pains from just, being me. Hey, Sandra Ford, welcome. Yeah, check out the creatine, guys, for real. 7 on deck. Next, we have 5 on deck. I need a back scratcher. You know what I mean? 9 on deck. Wait, it's a 6. Speaking of back scratchers, I had an idea, right? What about an extra long, razor blade, or like a razor blade holder that you can like scratch your back with and shave it at the same time, huh? There you go. Don't say I never gave you something, right? Boom. You're welcome. I'm just playing. For real though. I thought about that. It's a guy thing. Guys have problems shaving their back, right? Of course we do, right? I would like a really long back scratcher slash, razor holder. Here we go, 7 on deck. I was thinking, like, what could I use right now, right? I was thinking, get like a Slurpee straw, like those really long Slurpee straws. I could probably jam a razor blade up in one of those. What do you think, right? And then it'd be disposable. Yeah, it would work, I swear. 6 on deck, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna find me a bag of big old straws. Talking about the George Foreman, didn't that dude like name all his kids George? Wild. I had one of those George Foremans. Yeah, they were convenient, but that non-stick coating, man, I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't trust it. Don't trust the non-stick coating. Man. You know what we used to do? The George Foreman grill is a running joke in Ireland. It makes the gravy too. No kidding. Sweet. In prison we used to rent. Well, so like if I had a visit coming, right? I can take my ID and give it to the guard and get my hands on an iron and iron out my, prison blues, right? Or grays, browns, whatever they were, right? And so what the guys would do is they'd steal a bunch of bread and cheese and butter from the chow hall. Then they'd get a hold of the iron and grill out a bunch of grilled cheese, right? So if you ever had to iron your clothes, you ended up smelling like grilled cheese. Yeah, but an iron, man, dude, I like grilled cheese off an iron. Who doesn't? 3 on deck. Here we go. 8 on deck. 8 on deck. I swear. An iron is pretty convenient for cooking. But if you're gonna get an iron and start cooking with it, go to the thrift store, right? Just get one of those old ones that are nice and stainless steel. Yeah, get an old good one. Don't get nothing with that spray on Teflon stuff. Here we go. Ace, 10 on deck. Yeah. Ironing steaks, yeah. An iron, tell you what, the way the guys cooked in prison, they've even made pizzas, right? They would steal, what do you call, like wraps, right? And turn that into pizza dough. And to melt the cheese, they would take a garbage bag full of hot water and place it on top of the makeshift pizza to melt all the cheese, right? Just a garbage bag full of hot water, melt it up, warm it nice. Yep. Ace, 10 on deck. Yeah, they were pretty, everybody was like MacGyver, you know, really doing the best with what we had. There you go. Next, we got a 7. 7 on deck. Let's see. Any tattoo regrets? No, I don't regret anything. I live in the moment. Regret is the action of living in the past, right? You know, get out of the past, live for today, right? Right here, right now, this moment, stay present in it, right? Because this is now, right? Don't be in the past or don't be in the future, be present, right? 7 on deck. Yeah, if you're not familiar with working out, welcome. These are half rep range of motions. It's more time under tension. This is the whole reason I look the way that I do, right? With these half reps. 10 on deck. You better get yourself familiar. What is that? The offspring? Right? Hey, come on and play. Jack, 10 on deck. Good pump, good pump. Next, we got 2. Just 2. Listen, yeah. You have this body right here, right now. This is yours. It's within you. All you have to do is stay active, right, and make good choices with your eating. That's it. It's a lifestyle, right? I think that we're polluting ourselves with too much junk. 2 on deck. Nine on deck is the next one. Yeah, I'm not trying to stretch the full range of motion. You guys understand that limits your growth. Full range of motion limits your growth. 9 on deck. Listen, you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention, right? This is just that's the old way of thinking, right? If you look at the big guys and what they really do, they only do the half reps. When they get big, they'll all talk about it. It's the truth, right? A lot of people mistake it as being muscle bound, right? That they're just so big they can't go through the full range of motion rep. No, they're just rocking it out. Looking Ronnie Coleman, Sam Sulek, right? You guys know. I ain't the first to tell you, but it seems like you're new to the conversation of working out. So I'm trying to get you hip. 9 on deck. The real problem is it's the ego is blocking you from learning something new, right? Because you were told in the past that there was a right way of doing it and that's the only way. So your ego has locked that in and you can't get past that thought. So you can never make any gains, because of your own, rules, right? The ego will block you from learning something new, 100%. It's okay though. I was there too. I was that guy at one time. But the only person I hurt was myself. Right? I just wasn't getting as big as the other guys. Now, next we have 10 on deck for the king. Yeah. Legs and biceps, of course. We could all use a little bit more legs and biceps. And triceps. And forearms. And chest. More, right? I want to be bigger. I do. I always want to be bigger. Will I ever be happy with? Yeah, I'll never be happy because I always want more, right? That's my ego. My ego is raging. But I really like these drop sets. Give me a nice pump. 10 on deck. Boy, that's a good pump. Let's see. Bro is flexing. There we go. Next we have a 10. Whew. Boy, that's a pump. That's a pump. Yeah. You get a better pump the quicker you go. 2 on deck. Another 2 on deck. Discipline is the virtue of life. Yes. Do I work out when I'm sick? Especially when I'm sick. I don't want to do it, but I have to. It makes me feel better. I work out every day regardless. If I'm sick or if I'm injured, it don't matter. 43 years young, that's right. Next we got 2 on deck. We're almost there. Two cards left. 2 cards left. This is our 800 reps total, combined 400 pull-ups, 400 inverted rows. King is the next card, representing 10. Last card of the deck. What do you think it is? Ken K guesses a 3, Allison an 8, Sandra Ford a 7, Sully a 4. Let's see. Frazzle a 4 as well. Fisher Kid a 10, Nathan an 8. Brandon the 6, Trippy 6. You guys ready? I'm gonna tell you, you're all wrong. You want to guess again? Oh, well, you got it. It's an ace. 10 on deck. Congratulations on your 800 reps. It was a good workout. Heck yeah, it was. I'm gonna do some dead hangs now just because I want a little spinal decompression. 3 1-minute duration sets. Yeah, I go live later as well. I do a 5